right, guys, welcome to Trading with Meatball. We're looking at AMC, and before you laugh, I'm just going to say June calls for June are 20 or 30 bucks for like $7 strike or something. I put $20 in a slot machine and don't even think about it, right? But I got this from this guy here who's had some really banger plays in the past, and you may not agree with everything he posts, and I may not agree with everything he posts, but I get these ticker symbols from screens that I run and from all over the internet, and I follow people and I follow their results, and I only follow about 20 people on Twitter, and some of them are super smart, some of them are good teachers, and some of them have banger plays. And this guy had some really big home runs in the past, and he's pretty strong on this AMC's gonna squeeze, mother of all squeezes. And it did a split, I think. It used to be 500, but and if you look at a chart, he posted this, it's 56 or something. And there you go. So maybe a split in the past, right? But when the GameStop and the AMC ran a couple years ago, I was following and I was trading, and I got a little piece of the AMC after the GameStop squeeze. I got that piece of the AMC, and shout out to Zach Morris. I love you. Um, guys, I posted here. I'll bet on a dog crossing the street. You might not want to follow me on this one, okay? But I'm not going to ignore this guy. And so to throw down 20 or 30 bucks or buy some shares because they don't lose time value, right? You do what's right for you. I'm just sharing with you what I looked at. I draw on charts. Okay, that's my thing. And there's a short-term trend here, and you can go to the 15-minute. That's what we use to spot entries. And I put in my Discord that that's close enough for me. It's good enough for me. It's a lotto play, and it's near my trend line. So I'm going to go out 6 months. I don't need it to retrace exactly to my trend line. It's $4 or $4.30, or there's like a 15, 20 cents in there or whatever. All right, so we'll take a piece. But also remember, monkeys could fly out of my ass. And so anything could happen. But let's look at the chart and let's zoom out. Always zoom out. Here's the weekly. Holy shit, anything could happen, man. And we got a lot of charts right now that are down really hard in the gutter, and then they rebound. And I used to trade penny stocks for a living when I was a stockbroker 25 years ago. And so this is what we call the dead cat bounce, okay? And it'll happen many times and fake you out. And then here's another one, right? Okay? But how many times did it bounce and fail? 100, 1,000, I don't know. But this is what I'm looking at. Okay? And this is why I made this zone green. The $4 range has been tested and rejected, tested I'm sorry, it rejected the $4 range and then it failed, and then it tested and chopped the $4 range and then it failed. But now when it comes back through the $4 range, I'm making that support. Now, if it doesn't hold, okay, then it doesn't hold. But for right now, just for right now, this zone is support. Previous resistance is becoming support. And when I say resistance, I mean this is thin, this is anorexic, okay? But it chopped there and failed, and now it's coming back through. That's a classic setup. Is it going to break out? I don't know. If we get another lockdown, this thing's toast. Because it's a movie theater, I guess. I don't know. But like I said, I put $20 in a slot machine and lose it all the time. Who gives a shit? But for what it's worth, there it is. And if it runs again, you're going to wish you had it. And if it runs again and squeezes and goes from $4 to 10, 15, 20, whatever, you don't want to chase this thing at 20 or 30 bucks or 15. You want to already be in it. And so do something small, something that's not going to kill your portfolio. But if you are a gambler like me and you bet on football games and you put money in slot machines, and my dad took me to horse track when I was 4 years old, taught me how to bet on horses. He took me to Vegas when I was 5. So my risk tolerance may be different than yours, but good luck. And, if you want to throw down a little something on that, buy time, go out to June or September, or, it's a $4 stock, so buy 10 shares or 100 shares or whatever. But don't throw down YOLO on this thing. I'm just sharing it with you because I draw on charts. And for right now, the $4 range, if it comes down here and it rejects again and goes back up, that's what I'm looking for. So let's see. Okay. Good luck, everybody. Bet accordingly. Don't lose the rent money, and God bless you. All right. You can do this.